How does one maintain a spot on the A-list despite putting out subpar work? Maybe these celebs can tell you.
It's about money.
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 famous actors that consistently make bad movies.
See anything you like?
Before we begin, we publish new videos every day, so be sure to subscribe for more great content. For this list, we're looking at well-known actors and actresses who enjoy continued success despite the fact that most of the movies they star in usually, if not always, perform poorly with critics. Celebs on this list may have a few good movies to their name, but such titles are the exception, not the rule.
What are you thinking?
Number 10, Jessica Alba.
Let's not fight.
No, let's.
This California native first caught the attention of the masses as the star of Dark Angel, a James Cameron co-created TV series that actually earned Alba a Golden Globe nomination.
And you still think you can do something to change that?
Since then, she's become a household name and is widely considered one of the most beautiful women in Hollywood. Praise for her acting, however, has diminished.
We're all in this together now, right?
Not me, not anymore.
Many of her films have earned her Razzie nominations, including but not limited to Into the Blue, Fantastic Four, Good Luck Chuck, The Love Guru, and Little Fockers. These days, she's more famous as a businesswoman than as an actress. Number 9, Jai Courtney.
See my boy. The CIA.
When John McClane returned to the big screen with Live Free or Die Hard, critics and fans alike were pleasantly surprised by the strong outing.
I'm still your father.
Yeah, nothing I can do about that.
Then came the sequel, the critically reviled A Good Day to Die Hard, which introduced many to Jai Courtney in his first starring role. Suffice it to say, it wasn't a good start for the Spartacus alumnus.
There's no choice.
Though he followed it up with the well-received Australian flick Felony. Roles in I, Frankenstein and the Divergent series tipped the scale in the wrong direction.
A brave man never surrenders.
Courtney then left his mark on yet another classic action franchise with the poorly received Terminator Genisys. But the roles keep on coming.
Hey, you and me, mate. Go and get the car.
Number 8, Johnny Depp.
What's your crime, boy?
Indian.
Back in the day, this thespian would have had no place on this list. He's played countless iconic roles over the years, both in cult classics and major motion pictures. Unfortunately, the eccentric actor has long since been typecast as Hollywood's go-to quirky performer, with his odd mannerisms more often than not employed as a gimmick in otherwise lackluster films. Though Edward Scissorhands is endlessly rewatchable, Lone Ranger is tough to sit through once.
In that case, not so good.
Yes, his performance made Pirates of the Caribbean a hit, but it's not enough to keep later installments afloat.
All part of the plan, yes?
And the less said about Dark Shadows, Mordecai, and Alice Through the Looking Glass, the better.
You are not.
Number 7, Taylor Lautner.
It's a wolf thing.
Heartthrob though he may be, Taylor Lautner has seemingly struggled to land that transformative role to help him reinvent himself as a leading man. And let's be honest, while they were financial juggernauts, the Twilight films weren't exactly critical successes.
But I literally can't.
Since then, Lautner has donned the mask of action hero in Abduction and Tracers, both of which flopped.
You're good to go.
As well as the guise of Funny Man in The Ridiculous Six, which currently boasts 0% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Hey, friend. Need any help getting her out?
And sadly, his foray into indie drama, Run the Tide, didn't land with critics either.
How long do you think it'll take for you to end up back here?
Number 6, Ashton Kutcher.
I never lost it. It was stolen from me.
Nothing hurts quite like giving it your all in a dramatic biopic, only to have someone tell the same story 2 years later, to significantly better reviews. Sadly, this was Ashton Kutcher's experience when he played tech visionary Steve Jobs in 2013, before Michael Fassbender took a crack at the role.
You don't get to override my decisions, you understand?
Since his days on That 70s Show, Kutcher has put out a steady stream of films that, although often financially successful, have consistently been duds, at least as far as critics are concerned.
La 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 la.
Okay.
Movies like New Year's Eve, Valentine's Day, and What Happens in Vegas, we're looking at you.
How hard can it be?
Number 5, Nicolas Cage.
Ready for the big ride, baby.
What happened to this career? Once an A-list actor making huge paychecks for high-profile roles, Nicolas Cage has since seemingly relegated himself to the realms of straight-to-DVD and video on demand.
Not everything is about our career.
Well, as it turns out, financial mismanagement is to blame. Bad real estate investments and tax-related issues resulted in serious money problems for the California native, who reportedly responded by taking on as many acting gigs as possible in order to dig himself out of the hole.
He asked me, Dad, can we pay the ghost?
The severity of his debt can be measured by the huge number of films he starred in that you've probably never heard of, like The Runner, Pay the Ghost, and Vengeance, a love story.
I'm moving very slowly.
Number 4, Tyler Perry.
I'm calling the police.
I ain't scared no popo, call a popo ho.
Hey, if you find a character that works at the box office, why not just keep churning out movies? Tyler Perry has proven himself to be a talented actor, writer, and filmmaker, with a bank account to back it up. But the Madea film franchise he started with Diary of a Mad Black Woman has become a veritable Razzie magnet over the years.
It's hot as hell in this Cadillac, honey. I don't have no air conditioner.
In the series, Perry plays the titular Madea, a, quote, tough, elderly black woman.
Oh, child, I ain't talked to God since the last time I saw a cop in my rearview mirror.
Despite the fact that critics have panned almost all of the Madea films, Perry keeps making them, and audiences keep coming back for more.
So when I bust your ass and you ended up in the damn life support situation, whose problem did that belong to?
Number 3, Megan Fox.
Oh God, we're gonna die. We're gonna die.
What is there to say about Megan Fox that hasn't already been said? As a modern sex symbol, this actress has been typecast for her looks pretty much since day one. Though she's never been regarded as a particularly gifted actress. In all fairness, the films in which she's been cast haven't exactly given her much to work with.
Wow, nice insult, Hannah Montana. You got any more harsh digs?
You can't help but respect the way she's embraced her place in the film industry. Since becoming a mother, she's publicly stated that she's a mom full-time and an actress part-time, treating acting as a source of income rather than her true passion, but confident in getting roles to support her kids.
Here. Ninja, mutant, turtle, teenagers.
Number 2, Kevin James.
Nobody wins with a headbutt.
Like so many other Hollywood funny men, Kevin James got his start in stand-up before breaking into television and landing his own series. Towards the end of King of Queens, James made the shift into film, a medium in which he's made quite the name for himself. His first starring role in the romantic comedy Hitch saw him playing the lovable but bumbling Albert Brenneman. And that movie actually did quite well.
I'm showing you the magic. No, I said come 90 and then I come 10. You don't go the whole 100.
Since then, however, the films in which he's had a substantial role have all been widely panned as lowest common denominator family comedies, full of cheap laughs.
All right, Brenner, do me a favor, take off, all right? Appreciate the help.
Number 1, Adam Sandler.
Well, one time I drank 15 milkshakes at Denny's.
But hey, at least Kevin James gets to hang out with his friends while making these films. Of all the famous actors out there whose films have taken a nosedive in terms of quality,
What's with the disguise, buddy?
Adam Sandler has been going the longest and the hardest. Despite starring in one critically loathed film after another, he keeps making money and actually seems to be worth getting into business with.
Well, we're unstoppable then.
Netflix signed a 4-film deal with the comedian, which they doubled down on in 2017 for a total of 8 films. Looks like Rob Schneider and the rest of the Happy Madison crew will have work for the foreseeable future.
I'm asking you what station you're listening to. Don't you? What do you do?
Good job, you scared her off.
Oh, come on.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo and subscribe for new videos every day.